Hello, and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm participating in Scraptember in 30 Days of Sketches. And these two events were combined together, and there's a new sketch for each day of the month as well as a prompt. So I'm doing day 18. It's actually late because I started doing this and I've been working at my new job at a preschool 5 days a week, and I'm also filling in at my old job 1 day a week, and I had to use my evenings to go get a TB test and a physical, so I didn't have time to get this done on time. This is the first time I'm participating, and also my first time using a sketch for scrapbooking, and I thought this would be great. I've been watching everybody and following along, and I thought this would be a good way to motivate me and get some pages done for my scrapbook. So today's sketch I'll put above so you can see what it looked like, and this challenged me to get some of my Christmas pictures done because as soon as I saw it, I remembered I had some snowy photographs that I needed to get into my album. In fact, they're so old I don't even remember when I took them. So today I'm just following the sketch. I'm not doing the prompt because the prompt was a selfie. Well, I don't have any selfies because I don't take selfies. So I'm using some photos I had that will go along with this. And from the sketch, it looked to me like it was painting. So I decided to do some watercolor, and I'm using my distress ink. So first of all, I'm doing 3 colors I chose. And the first one is with barn door. And then I also used peacock feathers. And on the bottom, I used speckled egg. I'm using a sheet of 12 by 12 watercolor paper so that it will hold up to the water. Then I can either tape it in with my Scotch ATG gun or glue it into my photo album when I decide where I want it to go. I'm also using my watercolors with the speckled egg and peacock feathers to do my splatters at the bottom and top of the page like it is in the sketch. Now, for some reason on the video, the peacock feathers doesn't look as turquoise as it does in real life. However, the barn door did look a little bit orange. For the snowflakes, I thought of 2 different things I could have done. I don't have one of those electronic cutting machines, so I do have a manual die cutter, and I also had a paper punch that was a large snowflake. So I decided I can use some small snowflake dies that I have with my penguin die cuts from Elizabeth Craft Designs, and I can use my large snowflake paper punch. First of all, I thought about cutting out plain paper and embossing because I could use a chunky embossing powder that's white to look like snow, and I also had some to the side that is kind of a turquoise color, and you may have saw that. My other idea was to use this sparkle paper that I have from Fawn, and I think it's called Pixie dust, and then color it with my distress ink. I've never used my distress ink on the glitter paper before, so I thought I'd give it a try because then it would match the other colors I have on my sketch, and it worked out well. So if you haven't tried that, you can use distress ink on your glitter paper. I'm leaving some of my snowflakes white, and the rest I'm coloring with the peacock feathers and the speckled egg. And of course you could tell I speeded up the video so you wouldn't be here watching me paint snowflakes forever. Next, I take my photos and figure out how I want them to be on the page, and I use a small paper trimmer to trim them down. I find that's more convenient than a larger paper trimmer, and I'm also figuring out where I think my journaling will go. After I get them all cropped, I use some photo squares or mounting squares to put them onto my paper. On the sketch, it looks like there's washi tape on the pictures, so I have this washi tape that I kind of got my colors from, and I'm going to put that on my pictures similar to how they have. Also on the sketch, you'll know I did change it a little bit to put 3 pictures instead of 1. I rarely put just 1 picture on a photo album. A lot of times I have more pictures on my page than anything else. So I'm just doing this to fit my needs. Now I didn't have any bows, but I did have these stickers. So that part I'm not doing a literal interpretation of the sketch. So in the sketch it looks like there's a bow, and I'm using this bouquet of flowers. And I believe this is an Echo Park sticker pack that I got my flowers from. I only had 2 bouquets of flowers, so here I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with the sledding picture. I was debating that or one of the other images, but the blue color didn't really go with my paper. So I decided on the sledding and use that instead of a bow. Here I was trying to decide what to do for my title. I wanted to use sticker words because I didn't want to spell out any words with stickers, like alphabet stickers, because that takes so long, and also I didn't think it'd fit too well. I really wanted to use these stickers that I put on here, but then later I decided the colors just didn't really go well. Next, I'm using my little card here to add journaling, which I think is very important because it gives meaning to your pictures. Now, of course, I don't remember what year this was, except I'm pretty sure it was before my dad's stroke because I think he did go out and shovel the driveway. Anyway, I'm recording here about the sled that we're using for decoration. And this is the sled that my mom and dad gave my sister and I have a twin sister, when we were really little. I don't remember. We were probably about 4 or 5. And what I do remember is we had one hill in the backyard, but we never could get the sled to really go down the hill. Most of the time I think our snow was too deep and too soft. So my dad would pull us around on the sled. So we'd always be anxious about Dad coming home from work so he could pull us around on the sled. Next, I'm laying out my snowflakes to see how I want them to go. I'm trying to follow the sketch and also to see how they look best on the page. Now I'm using some art glitter glue to glue on my snowflakes onto my page. And you want to make sure that you have acid-free glue so you don't ruin your pictures. This is the first time I'm using this art glitter glue. I've heard so many people rave about it, but I don't know how this is. It kind of goes on runny, so I didn't really like it. So I usually use Nouveau Deluxe glue, and it has a fine point. This one's point isn't as fine. I've heard people use a metal fine tip that they add to it, but the Nouveau glue already comes with the fine tip, so I don't know why I would want to buy a glue bottle that I have to buy another tip for. But I don't know if it's usually this runny, but this is. You see I have to blot it up. I hardly ever have that problem with my Nouveau glue. Here I'm deciding upon the sticker. I really don't like the colors of the banner, but I really want to keep the banner. So I opted to use this other sticker from a different Echo Park collection. And it just says, "Walking in a Winter Wonderland," which I thought was fitting also. I'll put a list of all the products that I'm using in this page in the description below. Some of them will have affiliate links. These don't cost you anything extra to use, but if you purchase anything when you use these links, I'll get a small commission, and that helps support my channel as well as it helps me buy more scrapbooking and craft supplies. If you liked the video, please give it a like. I hope this inspired you to get your pictures into a photo album and to get creative. I had a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll have time to do some more of the Scraptember 30 Days of Sketches. If you're not already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. I hope everyone has a wonderful day.